Welcome, Sheriff. Thank you for being with us. I just do also a bit of an introduction for our next speaker. Sheriff is a civil engineer with more than 24 years experience in quality and contract management. He is also a CQI fellow, a certified EFQM assessor, ASQ authorized quality expert, and international quality team award judge. He is the founder of Next Gen Institute for Construction Excellence, a global nonprofit focused on advancing construction quality. He also created multiple ASQ study channels and holds a PMP, ASQ quality management certification, and a construction quality manager certification. He is known as the organization doctor, and he drives people-focused quality excellence. Thank you very much for being with us, Sheriff. The topic will be on how AI is redefining construction quality. I give the stage.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. And thanks everyone for attending today. If you can move next, George. So next slide. Once upon a time, we can say that I was chatting with AI, and then I found he is completely sad. So I asked AI, why are you sad? And the answer was simply saying, Sharif, do you know? I know everything, but I don't understand anything. And for that reason, I'm going to share with you today 10 applications for how we can really get the most benefit from the AI in construction quality specifically. And also, I'm going to end up by giving you 3 important tips that will be benefit for your way forward. But before this, we will confirm some few introductions and some basics. The first one is we said that AI, yes, knows everything. They are smart, but they are not wise. They are not understanding what actually they are doing, but they have a very high probability. They are experts in probability. And for that reason, they have almost a very accurate answer. And the final important thing that I would like to sum up all my colleagues, what they said, that AI is your co-pilot. I don't mean co-pilot, the famous program for Microsoft. I mean, they are really co-pilot. They are assisting you because you are the pilot. So if you have these quick fundamentals, you will master this art and you will try to utilize it in a very efficient way. But let me give you more brief introductions, adding of what my colleague has said, is where are we now? We hear lots of rumors about AI. AI is going to replace us. AI is going to surpass us. To give you in brief, there are 3 levels we can say. The first one is we call it ANI, artificial narrow intelligence, which we all know about ChatGPT, and this is almost being developed. And the power in this kind of new development that we are living now, it have ability to recognize image, writing codes, sorting many of your problems, and also creating a completely generative text. The second level, which we might hear about it, is artificial general intelligence, AGI. This is a completely theoretical, which says that the AI will replace us. No. It's just like a hypothetical stuff. There is no any kind of AGI system at the moment. And the third one, which we call it super intelligence, which meaning that AI will surpass us. So we are going to watch, if you are from my age and you have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in late 90s, the Terminator movie, where the AI has surpassed and they were making horrible stuff. This is completely hypothetical. There is nothing saying that AI will replace or surpass the intelligence. So this is a complementary also introductions. And the last one that I would like to also confirm with you, because not everybody maybe here in the call are aware about something we call it like agentic AIs or AI agent. We all, yes, use ChatGPT, which is one of the large learning models. But for your information, there is something also that people need to also expert more details, which is utilizing a workflow. And there is something more advanced, which is using AI agent. In simple terms, AI agent Instead of you are giving an inputs, like I need to write an email to organize an event. So I make an inputs and then I get an output. So this is a normal thing that we all have. But if I need to ask more details, like when this events can be done, so I need AI to check my calendars, then I create a workflow. But if I need to give a goal, not inputs, this is the main difference between agent and like ChatGPT. You need to have an agent who is making reasoning autonomously, and he is using multiple tools. He is checking your calendars, he is using your own files, and he is using lots of techniques and tools that you have in your own data. And then they are making iterations to make a decision at the end and give you a very nice output. An example for this, there is a famous program called Manus. You can Google it. It's simply a free agent. You can give them a task and then they will go and search in the internet and then they come back to you telling you, okay, here is what you are looking for. The last thing that is going to be in our introductions before Industry 4.0, I would say automations. So what I'm going to now discuss it with you is all the kind of automations, Internet of Things, all what you said a while ago, or building information modeling as we have, or 3D printings, and all these kind of use of AI, we are going to explore them to understand that how this is now redefining the construction industry. The first case study, which I would admire the most, you know, Notebook LM, this is a very famous now program. It's available also for free. But what I'm going to tell you something, maybe not everybody are aware that how this can be very efficient in your problems. One of the big problems that we have now, we have a bunch of documents and we have lots of like manuals, procedures. Nobody now has the time to go and read all these kind of stuff. Big companies, they are actually having the capability to create videos and engaging games or quizzes or whatever stuff. This is now become available and become free. If you have a certain procedures, don't expect that the people will go and read it. So what simply you do after you eliminate the essential informations, you go and utilize this wonderful book to create a very nice small videos for a couple of minutes explaining the core concept of your procedures or what is important, create some quiz that can help your industry, and also create some funny things like flashcard and many other things like audio overview. So all these kind of technology now, we need to consider it. Yes, we still must have all the documented process and procedures, but you need to think differently, as a very common theme now is happening in the World Quality Months. You need to think differently that how can I utilize my tool now to have it more efficient and engaging with my people. The second and important topic that it's to the interest of everybody, which we all facing quality in design. There are solutions, by the way, wherever I'm talking, I'm just putting the link here for the solution itself or the solution providers. I have no interest to market for any one of these solutions. I'm just trying to open eyes for all of you about how AI now is really making transformation in our industry. So coming back to automated code compliance, also we have a horrible amount of code and standard in construction industry and also other industries, lots of them. Don't expect again that the people will go and started to read them and starting to apply them. One of the wonderful tools, especially when we have in design in MEB, you feed all the important like building codes and specifications, and then you get automated detections for any problems or any code violation. So your job will become much more easier and become a reviewer more than just simply doing the whole stuff. The third case study of applications, which might be everybody heard about it, is AI inspectors, which has the famous rumors that AI is going to replace us. AI is going to do the job for us. No, it's still not to this extent. However, there is a very good stuff is happening, and one of these case studies is being used in the link here below in terms of inspecting the BIM model. BIM model is so much now become well known to all of us, and this case studies has been implemented to utilize it as an inspectors using the machine learning models to be able to know where is the exact openings, how these kind of items are really being coordinated, and how it's really panic for having a precast items. So this is also one of the very nice and wonderful case studies that is being utilized, and there is many more, like the famous like white hat, like you have a camera in your hat and you are going and making some inspections on site, and many other things. The fourth one that also is redefining our main problems. I'm just giving you the main problem or the main pain that we have in our construction industry. It's not necessarily like it's in other industries, but it's very important to know now that how now this solution is being sorted out very efficiently and moving very fast. We have a big problem in our inspections. We have witness and hold points from the inspection operations happening on site, which is maybe 10 to 15%. But we have 80% of our activity supposed to happening in surveillance. And I'm talking about quality. However, also safety is equally important. So there are solutions, and there is a like a case study where it's being utilized to become your surveillance, these kind of drones, in order to detect any safety violations on site and also any quality issues that is happening. And this is also covering one of the main pain points that we have in the industry. The fifth one, which is unbelievable, and if you are in the construction industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Labor productivity. When you have like productivity by unit rate, you have a problem. How to keep these people motivated and being productive, especially the level of educations and the level of engagement and motivation, for laborers are really not this much efficient. So this is always a pain point that we always have. And there is also a solution is being done for this, starting by monitoring the time sheets, by using facial recognitions and using some kind of monitoring that they didn't actually mention this in their case studies, but I believe they are going to have it, which is recording the motions. One of the big problems that industry is having for big waste, which is motion of laborers going here and there due to bad layout or due to any kind of issues that culturally the company is having them. So this kind of labor productivity tracking is one of the solutions that now is redefining and solving one of the biggest construction industry problem. Number 6, which I believe since many people and this event is organized in UAE, you definitely know about open space, where you have the augmented reality. You can be able to compare between what is really happening on site and what is the future through the BIM model in just one image, and also in a real-time update. The good stuff about this developments, it's not only you only monitor the progress, you also be able to monitor any kind of quality issues or any kind of future clashes that is happening. And this is also one of the pain point that industry is having. And this solution is making this kind of transformation and connecting what is happening on site and what is virtually supposed to happen. Number 7, which is also in UAE, we know all about laboratories, how the testing and example for cement, this is done in Dubai municipality, a case studies, where they were taking 4 days in just doing a simple cement sampling test. By using AI, they managed to make it instead of 4 days to only 8 minutes. So you imagine this is happening now, and how this productivity is being completely improved, and it's moving forward for many of get used tests that we know that it takes days and weeks. Now it takes only minutes. Number 8, it's also a very interesting. In Dubai RTA, they have developed a solution for maintenance. So this problem that we know in roads, we need to have a routine maintenance and we need to have a routine inspection and check. So they develop a very high laser camera where they can read they already feeded it by 13 kind of like non-conformance or common issues that normally roads are having them. And they are simply making a full scanning for it and making an analysis. And based on this analysis, you were able to know exactly what is the status of their maintenance and how the things are really moving on and what is their priority and where is the problem is happening. And they can have a complete virtual road maps, qualitative. And number 9, which already been well aware now, and you are well aware about it, which is almost, I'm calling it is welding inspectors. Drones for welding or inspection on site. We have always a problem that you need to have some accessibility to check some kind of welding, and using the drones and using this kind of high technology and high camera imaging, you will be able to know and detect the very common welding issues. And last one in my case studies that is being recorded as a real cases is one of the main point, handing over. We all know when we are delivering and handing over documentation at the end of the projects, we found always a big trouble. So this is also a case studies. They use a very compound like tools through optical recognitions with natural language processing in order that they be able to not simply trace the documents, but also to put them in a complete digital format. And they managed to cut the processing time for handing over by 80%. So imagine one of the main points that we have now is having now a solution and case studies. I'm not just going to end up these 10 case studies. I'm going also to open for you another additional 4 that you go and Google it and find more details about it, which also related to lesson learned. Always we have a lesson learned database, but unfortunately it's not being well effective. Why don't you build your own database for lesson learned and utilizing AI in order to enhance your process and enhance your future and link it with your risk register that will be happening for future projects? Another one, which is number 12, inquiry chatbot. If you are going to Amazon or going to any kind of like sales, you need to buy something, you have an agent normally is asking you what you are looking for and then helping you, or if you have any customer communications. Why don't we have this chatbot for our quality management system documents? So you go and check and you make the quick questions and then you get your answer. And if you don't know the answer, you can be connected with a live agent, which is a quality professional of this company. Another one, which is productivity tracking for machines. We know that machines are being distributed on site and it's not really well managed and well utilized and well monitored. So using some chat, this is already happening, GPS monitoring items and managing to know how the things are really happening and how the machine movement can be improved. Or risk agent, similar to lesson learned. You can build on all your risk database and have there is a one famous agent for this called predictive, and this is also one of the very important stuff. And the last one, which is 15, is preventive maintenance. How you can use AI sensors and equipments in order to predict for you the failure that is going to happen if the behavior of your machine didn't have interventions or any preventive maintenance. I will end up by giving you the 3 tips, as I promised you in my introductions. What should I do now? If I heard all what you said, Sharif. So tell me 3 quick points. The first one, you need to go and master your prompt engineering. And there are lots of sources that you can know exactly. This is a prompt engineering, as you all, I think most of you are aware, is the language of interacting with like ChatGPT or any other like platform. The second one, you need to use, after you master this, the AI to know where it's been applied. Many of these information, you have it in this presentation, already being extracted and being held by AI, but with a true reference. And the third one, which I totally recommend for you, is understanding the basics of building information modeling, because it's coming and you need to know how you are actually integrating with it. And you need to finally make the use of AI as one of your top skills. I would like to conclude by telling you a personal story It's not long, but it's quite short. I had a discussion with a big chief construction personnel, and we were talking about the use of AI and how this is really something important that we utilize. And suddenly, the chief construction personnel, he told me, stop talking about AI. AI cannot build a building. Yes, AI won't build a building for now, at least, but will make you build it faster and more efficient. Thank you for listening. I would like just to end up by showing you this is the Telegram channel where I'm sharing a free study tips for the ACQ new certificate, Certified Construction Quality Manager. And the other one is follow the page for the Institute for Construction Excellence, where we are sharing also very good, useful tips. Thank you. And Mike is yours again, George.
Thank you very much, Sheriff. Has been a comprehensive presentation and I enjoy it so much. I can also relate to some of the points that you made because in the nuclear where I'm working, they are investigating things similar to what you presented, the drone to do X-ray or to do surveillance, and even artificial intelligence to collect the final documentation and trying to cut maybe 80% of the review time of the reviewers when the documentation, the final dossier need to be assembled. So I really relate to this. Thank you very much.